What's going on, my crazy comrades? This is Berto here, and I wanted to make this video for you, kind of just a compilation analysis, because I wasn't really able to cover them as they were coming out, and I wanted, and after, uh, with everything going on, I wanted to wait until we had most of the trailers out for me to do this. And I'm not going to be covering the final trailer that was released that was shown at the Rebirth specific state of play where they released the demo. It's also the clip that they show after the Nibelheim flashback demo portion. I'm not going to be showing any of that because spoilers and whatnot. Square Enix is showing way too much, and I'm just going to be showing what was in the first 3 to 4 teasers up until I want to say the Game Awards is the last one. This one, the first look teaser, was in June 16th of 2022. So almost 2 years ago, 4 months away from 2 years ago, is when we first saw this game. I mean, obviously we knew it was coming, but it was when we first saw any footage, anything, period. And it's only a minute and a half long. So let's go ahead and watch this real quick.
What we've done, that's set in stone. The past is forever. But the future, even if it has been written, can be changed. So focus on the future, not the past.
What will become of the planet?
He wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Genova at his side.
We played some of this already.
I saw you
Most
playing.
of this, actually.
I figured it was too late.
Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
What is fact? What is fiction?
You were here with me 5 years ago. Where are you?
Teasing that this game's going to be all about
I'm trying so hard.
the differences, I guess, and
Feel like I failed.
why Zack is alive. We don't know how, when, why. I actually haven't even finished posting Remake up on my channel as of this recording, available next winter. Yeah, that was our teaser for it. And we didn't know when that meant, if that meant winter as in of 2023, or if that was but now we know, obviously that was February of this year. We're still technically in winter. Out next winter. Yeah, out this winter. Yeah, we've had Crisis Core Reunion for a long time, which tells it doesn't. This is just literally, this is a straight up remake of Reunion and not a quote unquote remake re-sequel like Remake actually is. And this one is a beat for beat the exact same situation of Reunion, the original Crisis Core, but they've fixed up the gameplay a good bit, but they want you to know this story going into Rebirth, which is all of Zack's story, which plays a big part in the Final Fantasy VII story overall. But I'm not going to talk too much about that. What is fact? What is fiction? That's all about the unreliable narrator that is the story of Final Fantasy VII. Again, I don't want to spoil too much for those of you who don't know. I'm going to keep it a little bit vague. If you don't know, ignore literally everything I'm telling you. Trust me. It's best that you don't know, because this story is going to be absolutely incredible. Alright, I'm going to hop on over to the next trailer here. Give me 2 seconds. All right, so All right, so I'm obviously gonna show you the trailer, but I wanted to put this in here as part of it because I was watching this. So that trailer was in June 8th of or June 16th, whatever it was, of 2022. That we did not get this until a year later at Summer Games Fest, June 8th, 2023. And this was roughly, as you can see, about an hour into the show, of an almost 2 hour show, hour and 40-minute show, and they show off Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, the game I was just telling you about. And I figured I would show you the trailer here, but this is important as for the overall story here. I'll explain. An exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise. Everyone's freaking out. It's like, oh god, we know what this is. We know who this is. We still don't know Sephiroth. And what actually, I'm sorry. I was telling you about Crisis Core Reunion. Ever Crisis is telling the full story from, I believe, Crisis Core and before Crisis to all the way to through the whole game and possibly up to Advent Children. I'm not entirely sure. But this was the mobile game. I do have it, but I haven't really touched it at all except for Chapter 1, what's Chapter 1 of Remake, the tower infiltrate, or the, bombing mission. But this turned out pretty good from what I know. I don't know, but what's important here isn't necessarily this game. It's what he says. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis.
Pre-registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy... No.
He knew what they were all, what he knows what we're all waiting for. He knows what we're all wanting when we see Final Fantasy VII pop up on screen. And to this, it was voted most anticipated game of 2024. So absolutely, he's like, no, not yet. Just wait.
You order from Taco Bell using the code GameFest. Plus, get the chance to...
Everyone is like, you gotta be kidding me. And he's laughing because he knows. But go through the whole rest of the show, which was actually a pretty cool show. I'm sad I didn't get to talk about it. What's actually interesting is, totally off topic, but we actually got our first look at Pal World here. And so we didn't even know that game's existence. And, we completely forgot about it. And then it came out and, well, here we are. But where is it? Here we go.
What you're about to see is a world premiere.
Let's see.
Well, finally, guys.
Here we go. Fuck Fortnite.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand finale. And it is a deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is
So, at this point, we're all like, your finale. Okay. Please please something on Rebirth. And so, it's one of those things where as he starts talking and the more he's describing it, the more you're like, yeah.
A world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again.
Expansive world we can't wait to explore again.
Comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters.
The RPG genre with its iconic characters
and rich storytelling.
I want to
thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases.
At this point, I'm like, I'm watching it on my phone, I'm listening to Max's stream, and I'm just like, come on, man, you know what you're describing, just give it to us.
The rumors were true.
I'm like, you know what you're describing, and as soon as this popped up on screen, I was like, yes! So I just want well, I mean, bleh. I guess it doesn't really matter which one I use, but I just wanted to share with you that little bit there, because as he was introducing it, I'm watching it on my phone. I'm just like, yeah, come on, dude, come on. You know what you're describing. You know what you're describing. You're using every right word. Come on. And then this pops up, and I'm like, yes. Anyway, I'm gonna I'm gonna click out of this, and I'm gonna go to the regular trailer. All right. Let me make sure best settings possible. Enhanced bitrate. I'm not. My Wi-Fi kind of sucks in this spot, so I'm not worried about it.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster, caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
So everyone got messed up somewhere along the line, but how are they here?
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
And this was our first gameplay reveal. This is where we first got to see the open world with the full party.
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
Already covering story elements later. We full freaked out because we saw Bugenhagen.
It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
I can't wait for this bit with Red 13.
They're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now?
Even though this is just a trailer, this is still so captivating.
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Possible new boss? We're not sure. This is our that was our first shot of playable Red 13.
Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
That boss fight's gonna be sweet. That's in the Mithril Mines. That's actually gonna take place right before the Junon demo that we were playing. That is the Junon demo. More playable sections with Red 13. We now know how to use those moves, and what that is, what all this stuff is, the dual attacks and the synergy attacks. Haven't gotten to play with Yuffie in Rebirth yet, but game comes out in a few days.
Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster. That she can peer inside.
That's gonna be the fight on the Shinra ship, I think,
Those you hate. Those you
on the
fear,
boat.
Those you love.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
More flashback stuff.
That I killed her. So, who is she?
And Sephiroth is still messing with Cloud, but just in different ways this time. And that was the big reveal early 2024 on 2 discs. That was our release time trailer, as well as the big on 2 discs reveal, because that means it's going to be super huge. So that was like the super big hype trailer. Obviously, it's kind of teasing the theory that everyone has about the 2 timelines, which I'm signing on with, just because seriously, how what happened here? When did it happen? We're imagining that it's the same it's the same event that we saw at the end of Remake, but just in Zack's timeline because Zack is somehow alive. Again, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just leave it at that. But yeah, so that was that trailer, and it first gameplay trailer did a pretty good job, and we now have a lot more context as to what a lot of that stuff that we saw means, like Red 13 gameplay. Still haven't seen anything on Elena outside of this. But now I've which one is it? I think it's time for the Tokyo Game Show trailer. So I will catch you for that. Alright, so I lied. The next one wasn't the Tokyo Game Show trailer, because there isn't a Tokyo Game Show trailer. That was just the like a panel they had set up with developer interviews and whatnot, and they showed more gameplay stuff such as and discussed what more so would be in the game versus saved for next game sort of thing. A lot of mini games and basically quenching everyone's thirst for knowledge of what are you changing, and without obviously going into too much spoilers, and just trying to get everyone excited for it and calm everybody down at the same time who's worried that they're just gonna completely arrow offshoot completely other direction, like start involving, like, I was gonna say time travel and dimensional travel, but they might actually be doing that. I mean like Chrono Trigger level of time travel sort of thing, or the Ninja Turtles suddenly pop up or some shit like that. No, it's still gonna be the same story that we know. Same events are gonna take place. Characters are still gonna move the same way. It's just all gonna be with a new spin on things. In a weird way, it's the weirdest balancing act I've ever seen, ever. So, but anyway, here's this is the release date, true release date announcement trailer. This was on September 13th. That's whatever the state of play was in September. This was when that was revealed.
The world's ending. At least
Showing more footage of the destruction confirmed that it's in Zack's world and everyone's kind of dead. There's the big gun at Junon.
To the new world order. Fire! Just close your eyes and listen. Tell me you can't hear that.
Basically, this was showing off a bunch of the different regions that we would be going to.
Everything on it dies.
We can overcome our fate.
Am I the same as these monsters? Am I even human?
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Think you can find him?
And this was the Kate Sith reveal, actually. I remember that. I flipped shit. Not only do they reveal him, but they automatically show gameplay with him. So, Kate Sith gameplay confirmed. I was losing my shit. Chocobo, Segway at Casa del Sol.
Chance of finding Sephiroth.
Yeah, I asked.
This trailer revealed a lot, actually.
Degradation.
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
I so want to know what the hell Sephiroth's game is, because he is speaking in cryptic BS here. That's the fight with the Midgar Swarmer. Not that thing, the enemy that they were fighting, but the giant big snake. Got a team-up attack with Aerith and Kate Sith. Ketchi. Showing off some summons, like Alexander right there, I believe. And that's Odin, I think. And then I flipped out at this, because this is one of the things I'm most excited for in Rebirth, the Golden Saucer. All the mini-games are going to be crazy. I don't know how I'm going to feel about them, but we'll see when we get there. I'm sure they're going to be tons of fun. I just, when something usually takes me away from all the general combat, I know it's supposed to be a pace breaker. But for me, I usually just want to get back to the combat, but
Creatures
sometimes they do it well.
here when the planet is in grave danger.
showing off weapons, which we are so confused about. Shows off Vincent, but it's confirmed we won't get to play as him. Not yet. That's a third game thing. Also, the reunion when worlds merge. That's not what the reunion is, but we're not going to talk about that. And that was the release date trailer, obviously. That was when we all flipped out. Available worldwide, February 29th in 4 days. Still on 2 discs, PS5. And that was all, and that's all the pre-order stuff. That's the collector's edition. I got the deluxe edition, so I'm gonna have the game with the reversible cover. That's sweet. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the Best Buy one, so I can get that steelbook with Aerith and Tifa on it. But I will be getting that steelbook on the left with Cloud and Zack. As well as the art book on the right and the soundtrack, as well as, more than likely, I believe that all that content down there. I won't be getting the Sephiroth statue, unfortunately. It is dope, but I don't really need it, nor have a place for it. But yeah, that was the release date announcement trailer, and if I'm correct, we didn't get anything else. The next thing we got was at the next thing we got was at the Game Awards, which was just that song, and a little bit more of a trailer, and then we got one more short little trailer after that. So we're almost done, guys. Alright, and this was the trailer for the Game Awards, which I didn't do a video on the Game Awards because, quite frankly, literally nothing even happened at the Game Awards. This was kind of it. I think I still have my reaction to it, and if I can, I think I might slot it in here.
That no one has heard yet. You might call it one of those world premieres.
Whoa.
Is a special
Hold on.
one. It's written by one of the greatest video game composers of all time.
I don't know.
The legendary Nobuo Uematsu. Here is the Game Awards Orchestra led by Lauren Balfe with lead vocals from Lauren Allred.
I knew it!
Debuting the theme song.
Oh, okay. Finally,
VII
something to pay attention to.
Rebirth.
Holy crap.
Enjoy!
This is the intro for it?
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is gonna be the play from the Golden Saucer. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's what's her name.
I need to finish my playthrough of Final Fantasy.
You already know who it is, though. Oh my god, Bugenhagen, Red 13. This is stuff we haven't seen yet.
Sephiroth.
Oh no, that's Aerith. That is Aerith. Oh my god. Please tell me there's a demo.
They gotta announce the demo. It's
Give me
fucking
the
like 3 or 4
demo.
months away, isn't it?
3. Legit. Oh my god.
That's no good.
Why are you showing us that now? Oh my god.
You should take your earpiece out. It was probably out of time.
No, my phone died. That was the problem.
Oh, her earpiece.
Oh.
She took her earpiece out. Because some artists will have an earpiece in to like have lyrics or actual music to keep the tempo. But it was throwing her off, so you see her just rip it out in the middle of the song and just
Oh my god, that was beautiful. Okay, that got me to pay attention. There was some FF7 spoilers.
What an absolutely beautiful song from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is nominated for Most Anticipated Game tonight. Thank you to Lauren Allred and Maestro Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra. They will be back later to pay tribute to our Game of the Year nominees. But that's not all.
Please, demo! Oh my god, a demo! Another trailer?
What we've done, that's set in stone. Or so they'll tell you, dearie. Because the future has the power to change anything.
Oh my god, what do we have? Oh, never mind.
Strap in, Newty. Things are about to get
This is not for Rebirth. Yeah, this has nothing to do with Rebirth. Sadly.
Apex.
What the fuck? I might have to play Apex.
There's been people trying to get you to play it.
Yeah.
That's a very fun one. Limits are made to be broken when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes to Apex Legends on January 9th. And that key art you just saw was drawn by Nomura-san himself. Thank you so much for that incredible announcement.
Damn it, no
now it's time to announce the winners of a few more awards.
But if I don't, then here we are. Once again, the world will be saved, but will you?
I'm feeling every single bullet.
Their ire manifests once more. Do not underestimate this foe.
I want to know what that boss fight is.
Sephiroth, what am I supposed to do? Their luck runs out, but mine doesn't.
And Biggs is alive, and Biggs is alive in what's it in his timeline, all these different areas that we're gonna go to. I can't wait to see what all that looks like.
It's okay. You saved me before. Now it's my turn.
Is it you, or is it the pooch? I'm just messing with you. That there is our man.
When fate sets us a challenge, we must rise to meet it. Are you ready to rumble?
Eric, is there anything I can do for
That's the Sid reveal, and everyone lost their shit when that happened. Because they were like, he's not being an asshole. What happened? Showing off more summons. There's going to be a lot more summons in this game, and I'm honestly going to try and make more use of them than I have been. That was the Dine reveal, and we're all excited for that. Me especially. And that's when we all knew that we're like, you're just teasing us so hard. This made me tear up. Jesse's in the play. But I'm really excited for the Dine boss fight. That's going to be... that's one of the things I'm most excited for. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the Golden Saucer. And I guarantee you, we're going to have... God, it was so pretty. But we're going to have... I'm predicting we're going to have a Cacturn boss fight similar to Hell House at the Golden Saucer. Because it's going to be one of the goofy fights. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him being, like, in the world naturally, but who knows. This stuff is even borderline spoiler, because that shot, if you know, you know. Once again, that just a short little trailer. They're not showing too much more. And we only have one more trailer that's honestly basically just a hype trailer. We've seen mostly everything that we can possibly see. So give me 1 second. And this was actually the trailer that they showed us when we went to see Advent Children. I was afraid that they were gonna, show us the launch trailer, which is, or even a new trailer, something brand new that I did, another launch trailer. And I didn't want to see any more of this game. I'm trying to go in blind, but, it's a little bit hard. Plus, I want to know a few as much as I can, but I also don't. And context is everything, but it's rough.
What happened to this place?
It was Sephiroth.
It can't be.
He wants to finish what he started and rule over the planet.
You coming?
Way ahead of ya.
Basically, just like I said, just a hype trailer. It shows different regions. We're playing as all the characters. Boss fights. Summarizing everything that we've seen and heard in the other trailers.
I will reclaim our world.
Yeah, seeing that on the big screen was kind of cool, I won't lie. That trailer, that music, the bum bum bum. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. But that is really it. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to save that. I was going to say, they had a couple of showcases where they showed, such as for at the Rebirth State of Play. There's reason I didn't do a video on that, because A, they showed a trailer that was way too much. B, all the extra info that they showed, we really didn't need. The most... the least offensive, but also most offensive thing I could show you they could show at the same time was the map. The map that we see in the Rebirth demo, both the Junon area demo at least, that when you zoom out the map completely, it only shows the one continent, right? And we would all expect, oh, that's just the GTA map. That's the map that the whole game takes place in. No. Again, like I said, that's only one continent, and this whole game is on a world map. It's on a global scale. So, there's absolutely there's at least one or I don't know exactly how it's categorically split up, like by continents and whatnot. There's not exactly 7, but it's not Pangea Ultimate either. It's somewhere in between. But I don't want to say it's just like 2 continents. I think it's supposed to be more than that. It just looks like 2 massive pieces of land. Anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. It does show like where each region is, but you kind of know where each region is if you play the original. And if you haven't, I kind of want to save it. We only got a few days left anyway, so there's not much harm in it. The areas are going to be big. I'm excited. There's going to be 1 chocobo per area. That's confirmed. As well as I don't know if there's going to be at least 1 summon, or if there's going to be summons that you can get in the world and then summons you can get through Chadley. What else? I wonder how many weapons there are going to be. Let me see. I had a page of notes here. So, just to end this video off here, these are just some notes I had going down. Every area is going to have a new chocobo. That's actually confirmed. And it's going to follow similar beats. Like the Materia Keeper in the Nibelheim flashback is similar to the Guard Scorpion. Calm is going to be equipped... equal to the Sector 7 in terms of you got side missions to do, you got character stuff to do. It's right after like a good opening combat sequence and story sequence like the Nibelheim flashback is, and then you get to mess around in the calm for a couple hours or so, and then it's shown, we know that you leave Com, and that's when you go out into the open grasslands, and the Midswarmer, the Midgar Zalem, that was a mistranslation, it's actually the Midgar Swarmer, however you say it, is going to be like the armored crab, where we've had a chapter or two to get into the game and get our characters up and whatnot, and that fight is going to be the armored crab in remake, we have gotten there by this point, is it's your first time with three team combat, your first boss fight with 3-team combat, and so that may very well be what that is. And the Junon snake, we've actually just fought it in the demo. It's a cool boss fight. Little bit of a pain in the ass at first, but it's a cool boss fight in the end. Once you know what you're doing and have the right team selected. But that could be equivalent to Airbuster, because think about it. After the Midgar Swarmer, after the snake, you head into the Mithril Mines. We're gonna have a long area in there. It's not gonna just be a quick little pit stop, grab a couple items, and meet the Turks and head on out. No, it's gonna be an area. More likely gonna be a good number of enemies, maybe a boss fight, a new boss fight or two. Like that could be that Barrett Red 13 boss fight that we saw in that first trailer, or in that the second trailer, which was technically the first gameplay trailer. And then we're obviously going to have a fight with the Turks, so that's going to take up a good bit of time, and I think it's possible that by the Junon we're about, I don't want to say, like, I feel like that's too soon to be a fourth / like a third of the way through the game, but I'm not entirely sure with how much they could be expanding things and how big the game could possibly be. So we'll just have to see. And like I said, the Golden Saucer is going to be like Wall Market. We already knew that. It might follow a similar, even in the original game, it follows a similar plot thread where you get stuck in the Golden Saucer area, in the Corel area for a hot second because you get arrested. And you have to race the Chocobo and fight in the battle arena to progress the story, and to get the buggy and get out of prison and whatnot. And in Wall Market, what did you have to do? You had to go rescue Tifa, so you had to get Aerith into address, and then in order to ensure that everyone was going to be safe, Cloud had to get into address. So in order to do that, you had to go fight somebody, you had to go fight a few things to get the money for the dress, and etc., etc. It was just a domino effect of things that meant you were stuck in that area for a second, and you couldn't go anywhere, just because of story. I don't know how much they're going to stick to that, just because they said they really want you to be able to, at any given point. I feel like going back to Junon. I feel like going back to Cosmo Canyon. I feel like going back to the Golden Saucer for the 20th fucking time, because there's new stuff there for me to do. New side quests, new stuff at the Golden Saucer, new games to play, harder difficulties, new whatever. There's always new stuff to get, new stuff to do. And like I said, possibly a hilarious, silly fight with Cacturn like the Hell House. I imagine Cacturn, and the reason I say that is because in my imagination, Cacturn is gonna be a living version of the giant sign, and not necessarily an actual cactus enemy, like a living cactus. You know what I'm saying? It'll be more like just a this is just my imagination, by the way. Literally a walking, like, 2D style Cacturn, and I don't even know how they would do that, but he would be a big pain in the ass, but he'd be a silly ass boss. Just imagine fighting where this came from. You remember the Cacturn Easter egg reference, whatever they had in KH3, where you had to build a giant Cacturn out of blocks and tip it over, and you had to run on top of that to get to the vent to the next area. That's where the inspiration came from. I just imagine fighting a giant version of that. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Obviously, I didn't even want to put it on here just because it's so no duh. But the one fight everyone's excited for, other than that, is Dyne. Obviously, is Tank Ceratops, because that's gonna be like the Guard Scorpion, the Armor Crab, Hell House. It's gonna be that's a weird ass enemy design that nobody was everyone looked at that and went, what in the fuck are you? And that's one of the enemies where, like Hell House in the original, they're like, there's no way they put Hell House in the remake. No one can take it seriously. And not only were we forced to take it seriously, because that boss fight is one of the most notable ones, just in terms of sheer difficulty. It's a fun fight, but it is difficult, especially on a hard mode. Good lord. It turned into one of the most notable boss fights of the game. So we kind of have faith in them that they're going to do the same to Tank Ceratops and Gungaga. So, and again, Dyne, story-wise, boss fight-wise, I am really excited to see what they do with that. Obviously, the mirror fights, the dark version of yourself. In this case, it's not literally a dark clone version of yourself, but another man who went through literally the same thing as you, but went in a completely different direction. It hits great in the original, and that's one of the bits I'm most excited for, because I know that boss fight's gonna be sweet. And I also wonder if they're gonna put an Easter egg to the left arm, right arm item that you can use to almost one-shot the bastard. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this wrap-up of FF7 Rebirth talk, trailer, just analysis, predictions talk. I think I've said all I can really say. Yeah, not I've told you all everything that I'm excited for, other than just the entire game in general and just seeing how they handle certain events and whatnot. Yeah, I think that's about it. I will see you all for more Remake. I don't know if I'm uploading the rest of Remake first and then upload this, or if I'm uploading this right now. I honestly have no idea, but I will see you for Rebirth. How about that? In just a few days, I will see you all for Rebirth. Thank y'all for watching, my crazy comrades. I hope you all join me and get hype. It's FF7 time.